Dear students of class 10th, this is sixth video. It is related to the chapter Minerals and the Energy Resources of Geography. In this video, we will discuss about non-conventional sources of energy. What I told you in the previous video, these are the sources of energy which have been developed in recent past, and most of them are at experimental stage. So with regard to the non-conventional energy sources, they are non-exhaustible, or you can say most of them are renewable. They do not cause environmental pollution and are freely available. We are aware that due to modernization, increasing population, industrialization, and urbanization, the energy resources are in great demand, but production of fossil fuels is limited. So, non-conventional sources of energy are hope of the future. The sun, wind, biomass, tides, geothermal, etc. are the major sources of non-conventional sources of energy. After that, we will discuss about the nuclear and the atomic energy. So this energy is obtained by altering or splitting the structure of atoms. When such an alteration is made, a huge amount of energy is released in the form of heat, and this heat is used to generate electric power. The raw materials which are used to generate nuclear or the atomic power are uranium and thorium, and these are available in Jharkhand and the Aravalli ranges of Rajasthan. The monazite sands of Kerala is also rich in thorium. After that, we will discuss about solar energy. So with regard to the solar energy, this energy is generated with the help of sun's rays. With regard to our country, what you read in junior classes also, our country is a tropical country. It is well endowed with plenty of solar energy. Most parts of the country have bright sunshine throughout the year except a brief monsoon period. Solar energy can be used to provide power to solar water heaters, solar refrigerators, solar drying, street lighting, cooking, pumping, power generators, etc. Photovoltaic technology converts sunlight directly into electricity. It is a recent development in India. Although solar energy can be gainfully used in any part of the country except some higher areas in the Himalayan ranges, the Thar desert of Rajasthan holds great promise in this direction. In the sense, the Thar desert is having maximum potential to generate this energy. Now let us take example of some of the major solar power plants. Kalyanpur in Aligarh district and Sarai Sade in Mau district of Uttar Pradesh, Gurgaon in Haryana. Third one, the largest solar plant of India is located at Madhavpur near Bhoj to sterilize milk cans. After that, we will discuss about wind energy. So with regard to the wind energy, this is the another important source of non-conventional energy. Our country ranks as a wind superpower in the world. The cost inputs are only at the initial stage, and the power generation starts immediately after commissioning. Once the generation starts, cost-free power is available for about 20 years because there is no recurring costs on fuel. India has vast wind power potential. The gross wind power potential of India is estimated to be about 45,000 megawatt. The high wind energy regions of India are Gujarat, part of Rajasthan, western Madhya Pradesh, coastal belts such as southern Tamil Nadu, Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea Islands, and some parts of Karnataka. Some of the schemes for producing electricity from the wind have already been implemented. For example, a wind energy power station of 1 megawatt capacity has been established at Okha in Gujarat. After that, we will discuss about biogas. So, with regard to biogas, this is the energy which is obtained from organic waste, which is converted into energy by direct combustion or by conversion of such waste into alcohol, methane, or other storage fuels. So, with regard to the raw materials for biogas, animal dung, poultry waste, vegetable waste, waste paper, cotton cloths, plant waste, human excreta, bird excreta. So, these are some of the raw materials. After that, we will discuss about gobar gas, or you can say manufacture of dung gas. Biogas plants using cattle dung are known as gobar gas plants. It is produced by the anaerobic degradation of cattle dung. Reasons for considering biogas an ideal domestic fuel. Biogas is an ideal fuel for domestic use because it burns without smoke, thereby causing no pollution. Its calorific value is high. It is the cheapest gaseous fuel. Gobar gas plant provide twin profit benefits to the farmers in the form of energy and improved quality of manures. After that, we will discuss about the tidal energy. So, with regard to the tidal energy, all of you know that in junior classes you might have studied oceanic tides can be used to generate electricity. Floodgate dams are built across inlets. During high tide, water flows into the inlets, or you can say the gulf, and get trapped when gate is closed. After the tide falls outside the floodgates, the water retained by the floodgate flows back to the sea by a pipe that carries it through a power generating turbine. So, with regard to our country, though it is having a long coastline, but it is unindented, or you can say unbroken. But the coastline, which is indented, or you can say the broken, are ideal for generating tidal energy. But if you will consider the coastlines of India, what you will notice the eastern coastal area or the western coastal areas or the coastal lines what we are having, they are unindented in general. Only we are getting few gulfs. So in spite of long coastline, our country does not have maximum potential to generate tidal energy. In India, the Gulf of Kutch provides ideal conditions for utilizing tidal energy. A 900 megawatt tidal energy power plant is set up here by the National Hydro Power Corporation. After that, we will discuss about geothermal energy. So, with regard to the geothermal energy, this energy is generated from the heat of the earth. Geo means the earth, therm means heat. The energy which is generated by using the heat of the earth is known as geothermal energy. All of you know that the interior of the earth is very hot. Geothermal energy refers to the heat and the electricity produced by using the heat from the interior of the earth. Geothermal energy exists because earth grows progressively hotter with increasing depth. Where the geothermal gradient is high, high temperature is found at shallow depth. Groundwater in such area absorbs heat from the rock and becomes hot. It is so hot that when it rises to the earth's surface, it turns into a steam. And this steam is used to drive turbines and generate electricity. There are several hundred hot springs in India which could be used to generate electricity. Two experimental projects have been set up in India to harness geothermal energy. One is located in the Parvati Valley near Manikaram in Himachal Pradesh, and other is located in the Puga Valley, Ladakh. Now we will discuss about conservation of energy resources. So with regard to the conservation of the energy resources, in the previous video we discussed about the conventional sources of energy, and in this video just now we have discussed about the non-conventional. And in the beginning I told you that most of the non-conventional sources of energy are at experimental stage, in the sense at the present time we are dependent on conventional sources of energy to fulfill our maximum needs of energy. And with regard to the conventional sources of energy, most of them are non-renewable in nature. So we will have to conserve energy resources. So you can go through the points. So several steps can be taken to conserve energy resources. Develop a sustainable path to developing alternative energy sources, as also efficient utilization of present sources. Second step, what we can take, improving the efficiency of power plant. Third one, using energy efficient engines in cars and other power saving devices. Greater emphasis on public transport rather than personal transport, making greater use of non-conventional sources of energy. Citizens should also be interested in using public transport system in place of individual vehicles. Then very common thing what we can do at our homes also, we must try to reduce the wastage of energy by switching off fans, your television sets when not required. Then by using instead of traditional bulbs, we can use LED bulb. So that will also help in conserving the energy resources. Then another thing what we can do, when we are using electric or electronic appliances, we must try to use branded one, because the branded electrical appliances consume less energy. So you can take the example of refrigerators. You might have seen the stars are there, 2 star, 3 stars, 5 stars. So these stars are showing the efficiency of these electronic appliances over the consumption of energy resources. Means maximum stars means such appliances will consume less energy. So these are some of the steps which can be taken to conserve the energy resources. Okay, these are all about the chapters. Okay, thank you.